Yo, what's going on, folks? It's Justin Charnell here from OnyxDefiant.com. I'm gonna be talking real quick today about one of the biggest changes I would make if I could go back to my first niche website. It's early in the morning on a Friday. Probably should be sleeping still, but let's do this. What would I change about it? I would change my URL. I think the URL that I chose wasn't as SEO friendly as it could have been. I don't think it's SEO friendly at all. It doesn't contain any keywords that I would. It doesn't contain any keywords, period. It's just a URL I chose because I thought it sounded cool. Going back to my earlier ebook days, I should have known better because when you're doing an ebook, especially if you're first starting out, you don't want to have a cool title. That doesn't work if you're doing nonfiction. If you're doing fiction, or if you've got a following and are already famous, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But to do nonfiction as a unknown whoever, you want it to be as generic as possible, and that's the same thing with URLs. If you're doing calculator reviews, my handy TI 36X Pro, you don't want your URL to be something like math is fun with calculators.com. You could, maybe, I don't know, math calculators, but you want it to be as close to calculatorreviews.com as possible, just because that'll help you with your search engine optimization later on when people search for calculator reviews. I need a damn kind of cool calculator, something that's a little bit more than basic. Let me look up calculator reviews. Not only are you going to have calculator reviews in your articles or whatever you post, it's also going to be the URL, which gives you some pretty good power if your shit's not bunk as hell. So yes, that's one thing I would change. My second niche site is already, I got some organic traffic on day 3 of it being live. It was from Bing, so yeah, whatever. It just is there, but still, and it was just based off the URL. Just I think I picked a pretty damn. I don't know how this URL wasn't taken because it's pretty juicy. So yes, check yourself. Check yourself before you start a website if it's your first time, because you want something that's searchable. That's the big thing, especially if you're not trying to do any paid advertising. Searchability. Think about it.